Hello, gentle ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ari, and yeah, this is something that I enjoy doing in my spare time and on weekends. I enjoy gaining 200 pounds, putting on a little cape, and prancing around, flying and gliding, pretending to be a superhero. The footage in the background right now, if you haven't already guessed, is Gotham City Imposters. It came out earlier this week. It's a great game. I've heard a lot about it. I've also seen a lot of beta gameplay, mainly for 360 because they didn't open up the beta for PC, which was a bit strange. But I decided to grab it as soon as it came out, and yeah, I thought I'd definitely show it off because it's a game that I'm really enjoying right now. It's kind of a mix between TF2 class system and COD. If that's your fancy, I would definitely get this game. But as always, this is a weekend video, and this is a personal video. And I kind of have two explanations, and they happen to wrap into one because it's a video that I've wanted to make for a while now, and it's on limitations because it's something that has actually affected me quite a lot recently and throughout a lot of aspects in my life. And it also has to do with an explanation as to what's going on Mondays, what's changing, what's going to be new, and why Monday night Skyrim, as I like to call it, is coming to an end. So let's kick it off with a really personal story. So when I was in year 9, which is 10th grade, you have to make choices for your GCSEs. Now GCSEs, I don't really know what the American equivalent is, or if you do have GCSEs. It's basically your first major exams you sit, which will actually go on your record, and you have to make a string of choices, and you have to do some compulsory stuff. So my school had it compulsory that you had to do like French as a language. And then you had a choice of either 3 sciences or 2 sciences, and then you could take a couple more subjects. So I did French, which was compulsory. I did ancient Greek, which was a choice of my own. I don't really know why I did it, but I did it. And I was pretty hell-bent on picking design and technology, which I think is more like shop class for you guys across the pond. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I definitely thought that was definitely something I really wanted to go into later on in life as well. So I kind of had future plans already. It's a bit strange for what, like the 13-year-old or something. It's really weird. But yeah, and I had one more choice to pick, and I really, really, really wanted to do history. Now, I think at this point in time, it's important to state what my history grades were. Now, we had a system of numbers where you had 1, which was excellent, and 2, which means you're doing well, 3, which means you really need to improve, and 4, which is kind of unacceptable. And throughout the past 3 years since I've been at that school, my history grade has been somewhat constant. And that grade was a 3. So I guess it's equivalent to your C grades. And long story short, teachers thought it wasn't the best thing for me to do history, and that I probably couldn't cope with it, and I probably couldn't do it. But I was really hell-bent on doing it. I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. And thought, you know what, I can actually do this. I just need to get my mind straight. I need to get my technique right and all this. And I went ahead and picked it anyway. And my grades for the term increased from a 3 on that year and the next year onwards to a 1 consistently over and over again. I ended up with an A star in history, and obviously I'm doing it at university. So limitations in that respect actually isn't a thing. Like, I call it a limitation because people think you are limited, and it is worth taking people's advice, but in certain things that you're really passionate about and that you know is something that you can fix. And I don't mean that sort of it's a passing comment, like it goes in your mind that, you know what, I can actually fix this, it's fine, I can sort it out, I can fix it. If you think regularly about something that you really want to do, and you think, you know what, I can actually fix this, like it's something that I can actually do, then go ahead and do it. Follow that dream. Do not let other people tell you, you know what, you can't do this, you can't do that. Because that's not a limitation. That's other people thinking they know better for you. And although it sounds really rude, people are always looking out for your best interests, and they will tell you these sort of things, so don't hold it against them. They're just trying to do what's best for you. But sometimes you have to think as an independent person, and I'm not limiting this to age, just anybody, just think like an independent person and really do it. And again, I now am doing history at university, and I am loving it. I am absolutely loving it. I really couldn't see myself doing anything else at university right now, unless there was a course for playing computer games and doing commentaries, which in that case I definitely would be doing. So let's talk about a second limitation then, and something which is related to the channel, and it's to do with what my segment is on Mondays. It's Monday Night Skyrim. And I guess we have to look into what Skyrim is. And Skyrim is a massively open world with a lot of things to do, and a lot of side quests and a lot of main quests to complete. And what makes it like such an incredible game, and something which is so different from other MMOs, is the scale in itself and what you can do, and the fact that, yeah, it's got badass dragons in it. But its greatest strength, as in life actually, your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness in times. And the greatest strength of Skyrim, which is this massive open world feeling, is actually its greatest downfall when it comes to me, because a limited set of time and only being able to upload 20 minutes a week basically means that I can't get a massive amount done. A majority of the time, especially recently, that I noticed is me spent running around in open territory doing nothing but babbling on. And I mean, if that commentary is interesting, that's a plus point, but I can't see how it would be made entertaining if one of the two aspects, like the commentary was good but the gameplay was boring, and the gameplay was good but the commentary was boring. That's the thing. Like, you need the best of both worlds, and I felt that at Skyrim I couldn't give that in my current situation. As I said, I'd like to say that it's not the end of Skyrim, because I'd like to upload more Skyrim, hopefully in the future, when either time clears up or I get a chance to do this sort of like highlight system where I can record for 2 hours and cut it down to like 20 minutes. That would be really nice. But right now that's not the possibility. And so, having sort of reviewed my videos and watched them over and looked at sort of the personal videos that I did, one video seemed to come up quite a lot and seemed to have a lot of positivity, and people seemed to like it a lot, and that was an actual gameplay commentary on the Call of Duty and my first ever free-for-all win. So what's going to happen on Mondays for sure is I want to start up a series called Model Mondays. Not Model Mondays, sorry, Model Citizen. It could be called Model Mondays. But that's where it's a gameplay commentary on me using the model shotgun, because I think that's quite a lot of fun to use, and I think it's massively underrated. And yeah, it would just show a progression as well as me playing some gameplay commentary and some real like in-depth analysis of what I think of the game. I also want to do some Monday Night Combat, hopefully, and that'll be called like Mario's second job, because I'll be playing the support. But anyway, tell me what you think. If you want to see more of this as well, give me a shout and do tell me. This is coming to an end. I top fragged at number 3 and top of my team, and this is Ari, over and out.